Hello, and welcome to Your Best Year Ahead, the podcast that helps you plan and achieve your goals one step at a time. I'm Lily.
And I'm Mike. Whether you want to improve your career, health, relationships, or just your daily habits, this series will guide you through creating a meaningful New Year plan.
In each episode, we'll focus on one key step to help you set yourself up for success in the coming year.
So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started.
Step 1. Setting clear goals.
Today, we're starting a new series about New Year planning, and we'll begin with the most important step of all, setting clear goals.
That's right, Mike. Many people feel excited at the start of a new year, but without clear goals, that motivation can disappear very quickly.
Exactly. People often say, I want to be successful or I want to be healthier, but those ideas are too general. Clear goals give direction.
When a goal is clear, you know exactly what you're working toward. For example, instead of saying, I want to improve my English, you could say, I want to speak English confidently for 10 minutes without stopping by June.
That's a great example. Clear goals are specific, measurable, and realistic. They help turn dreams into real plans.
Another important point is choosing the right areas of life. In a New Year plan, goals usually fall into categories like career, education, health, finances, and personal development.
Yes, and I think it's important not to overload yourself. Some people set too many goals and then feel stressed or disappointed.
I agree. It's better to focus on a few meaningful goals rather than many unclear ones, quality over quantity.
Let's talk about why people fail to keep their goals. One reason is that they set goals based on pressure, not personal desire.
That's so true. Goals should come from what you truly want, not what society or social media tells you to want.
For example, someone might set a goal to wake up at 5 a.m. every day because it sounds productive, but if it doesn't match their lifestyle, it won't last.
Exactly. Clear goals should match your personality, schedule, and energy level. Otherwise, they become a burden.
Another helpful tip is writing goals down. When you write them, they become more real.
Writing goals also helps you see them clearly. You can put them in a notebook, on your phone, or even on your wall.
And it's useful to ask yourself why each goal matters. The stronger the reason, the stronger the motivation.
For example, if your goal is to save money, your reason might be financial freedom, less stress, or supporting your family.
That emotional connection keeps you going when things get difficult.
Also, clear goals help you make better daily decisions. When you know your goal, it's easier to say no to distractions.
Right. If your goal is improving health, you might choose to exercise instead of skipping it, or eat better instead of fast food.
I also think reviewing goals regularly is important. A goal is not something you set once and forget.
Weekly or monthly check-ins can help you see progress and make adjustments if needed.
And remember, goals are flexible. Life changes, and it's okay to adjust your goals without feeling like you failed.
That's an important reminder. The purpose of goals is growth, not perfection.
So, to summarize, setting clear goals means being specific, realistic, personally meaningful, and organized.
When you start your new year with clear goals, you create a strong foundation for everything else.
Step 2. Review the past year. This step is often skipped, but it's extremely important. Before moving forward, we need to understand where we've been.
Exactly. Many people rush into the new year without looking back, but reflection helps us grow smarter, not just work harder.
Reviewing the past year doesn't mean focusing only on mistakes. It's about understanding both successes and challenges.
Let's start with successes. Even if the year was difficult, everyone has small wins.
That's true. Success doesn't have to be something big, like a promotion or graduation. It could be learning a new skill, becoming more confident, or staying consistent with a habit.
When we recognize our achievements, we build confidence. We realize we are capable of progress.
And that confidence is very helpful when setting new goals for the next year.
Now let's talk about challenges. This part can feel uncomfortable, but it's where real learning happens.
Yes, instead of blaming yourself, Ask simple questions like, what didn't work? Why didn't it work? What can I do differently?
For example, if someone planned to exercise regularly but stopped after a month, they can reflect on what caused that.
Maybe the goal was too big, the schedule was unrealistic, or motivation wasn't clear.
Reflection turns failure into feedback.
I love that idea. Failure is not the end, it's information.
Another useful reflection area is habits. Look at your daily routines from the past year.
Ask yourself, which habits helped me? Which habits wasted my time or energy?
This can include screen time, sleep patterns, learning habits, or how you manage stress.
Reviewing habits helps you decide what to keep, what to improve, and what to remove in the new year.
Relationships are another important part of reflection.
Yes, think about which relationships supported you and which ones drained your energy.
This doesn't mean cutting people off immediately, but it helps you set healthier boundaries moving forward.
I also think it's important to reflect on mindset.
Definitely. Did you believe in yourself last year, or were you often afraid to try new things?
Understanding your mindset helps you build a better mental attitude in the new year.
One simple way to review the past year is journaling.
Writing down answers to reflection questions can bring clarity and emotional release.
You can also review the year by months, January through December, and note key moments.
And remember, this process should be honest but kind.
Be gentle with yourself. Growth takes time, and every year is part of the journey.
When you review the past year properly, you don't repeat the same mistakes.
And you carry forward the lessons that truly matter.
So, to sum up, reviewing the past year helps you recognize success, learn from challenges, improve habits, and strengthen mindset.
It prepares you mentally and emotionally for a better New Year plan.
Step 3. Create action steps. This is where many plans succeed or fail. A goal without action steps is just a wish.
Exactly. Action steps turn big goals into something you can actually do every day.
Let's say your goal is to improve your English. That sounds great, but it's too big on its own.
So you break it down. For example, listen to an English podcast for 15 minutes a day, practice speaking twice a week, and learn 5 new words daily.
When goals are broken down into small steps, they feel less stressful and more achievable.
Another benefit is clarity. You always know what to do next instead of feeling confused or overwhelmed.
Action steps should be simple and realistic. People often fail because they plan too much too fast.
Right. Starting small builds consistency, and consistency builds results.
It's also helpful to add timelines. When will you start? How often will you do it?
Without time frames, it's easy to procrastinate.
I also like the idea of focusing on daily and weekly actions rather than only long-term outcomes.
Daily actions create momentum. Even small progress every day leads to big change over time.
Another important point is flexibility. Life doesn't always go according to plan.
If you miss a day or a week, don't quit. Adjust and continue.
Action steps should support your lifestyle, not fight against it.
For example, if mornings are busy, maybe your learning time works better in the evening.
Tracking action steps is also powerful.
Yes, you can use a notebook, app, or checklist to see your progress.
Seeing progress, even small wins, keeps motivation high.
And don't forget to celebrate progress.
Celebrating small wins helps you stay positive and committed.
One more thing, link action steps to your why.
When actions connect to meaningful reasons, they feel more important.
For example, studying English because it helps your career or confidence makes daily practice more meaningful.
To summarize, creating action steps means breaking goals into small, clear, timed, and realistic actions.
Action steps are the bridge between intention and success.
Step 4. Improve daily habits.
Daily habits may seem small, but they shape our lives more than big decisions.
That's true. What you do every day becomes who you are over time.
Many people think change requires big effort, but habits prove that small actions repeated daily make the biggest difference.
For example, reading just 10 minutes a day doesn't feel like much, but over a year it adds up to many books.
Improving daily habits starts with awareness.
Yes, you need to notice what your current habits are before changing them.
Ask yourself simple questions like, how do I start my day? How do I spend my free time? How do I end my day?
Some habits support your goals, and others quietly work against them.
One helpful approach is replacing bad habits instead of trying to stop them completely.
For instance, instead of scrolling on your phone before bed, you could listen to an audiobook or write a short journal entry.
Habits should be easy to start. If a habit feels too hard, it won't last.
That's why starting small is so important.
Another key idea is consistency over perfection. Missing one day doesn't mean failure. What matters is returning to the habit.
Environment also plays a big role in habits.
Absolutely. If healthy food is visible, you're more likely to eat it. If your phone is always nearby, you'll use it more.
Designing your environment makes good habits easier and bad habits harder.
I also think routines help habits stick.
Morning and evening routines create structure and reduce decision fatigue.
When habits become automatic, they require less motivation.
Tracking habits can be very motivating.
Seeing a streak or checklist reminds you of your commitment. And don't forget to be patient.
Habits take time to form. Change doesn't happen overnight.
Improving daily habits is really about building a lifestyle that supports your goals.
Small daily choices, done consistently, lead to powerful long-term results.
Step 5. Focus on health and well-being.
This is a very important part of your New Year plan.
Health is the foundation for everything else we want to do. Without good health, it's harder to stay motivated and enjoy life.
That's right. Health isn't just about exercise or diet. It's also about mental and emotional well-being.
So many people forget the mental side. Stress, anxiety, and lack of sleep can seriously affect overall health.
Let's start with physical health. Setting simple, achievable goals like walking 30 minutes a day, eating more vegetables, or drinking enough water can make a big difference.
Exactly. You don't need to run a marathon on day one. Small, consistent steps are best.
And it's important to listen to your body. Rest when you need it and avoid pushing too hard too fast.
Another key is sleep. Good sleep helps your body recover, improves mood, and sharpens your mind.
Many people underestimate how crucial sleep is for health.
On the mental side, practices like mindfulness, meditation, or simply taking breaks can reduce stress.
Even a few minutes of deep breathing each day can calm your mind.
Building strong emotional well-being means also connecting with people you trust, sharing your feelings, and asking for help when needed.
Social support is a big part of health.
Don't forget fun. Hobbies, laughter, and creativity boost well-being too.
A balanced approach is key, taking care of body, mind, and heart.
Planning your health goals at the start of the year sets you up for more energy and happiness.
Remember, health is a long-term journey, not a quick fix.
Celebrate progress, no matter how small, and be patient with yourself.
So, to sum up, focusing on health and well-being means caring for your body with exercise, good food, and rest, and nurturing your mind with mindfulness, relationships, and fun.
Step 6. Financial planning. Money management is a key skill that supports almost every other goal, whether it's health, education, or travel.
Exactly. Without a clear financial plan, even the best goals can feel out of reach.
So, the first step is to understand your current financial situation. That means knowing your income, expenses, debts, and savings.
Many people avoid looking closely at their finances because it feels overwhelming, but awareness is the first step to control.
Once you know where you stand, it's easier to make a budget. A budget is simply a plan for how you will use your money each month.
It helps you prioritize spending on what matters most and avoid unnecessary expenses.
Another important part is saving. Even a small amount saved regularly can grow over time.
You might start with an emergency fund, money set aside for unexpected events like medical bills or car repairs.
And then you can think about other savings goals like a vacation, education, or retirement.
Reducing debt is also a big part of financial health. Paying off high-interest debts first can save you money in the long run.
Yes, debt can hold you back, so planning to reduce it or manage it helps reduce stress. Planning financially also means thinking about income. Can you increase your earnings through skills, jobs, or side projects?
Good point. Sometimes increasing income is easier than cutting expenses.
Another tip is tracking your spending regularly. Apps or simple notebooks can help.
When you see where your money goes, you can adjust and improve.
Don't forget to plan for fun, too. Budgeting doesn't mean no enjoyment. It means smart enjoyment.
Exactly. Treating yourself occasionally helps maintain motivation.
Lastly, be flexible. Life changes, and your financial plan should adapt.
Reviewing your budget monthly or quarterly is a great habit.
To summarize, planning financially means knowing your money, budgeting, saving, managing debt, increasing income, and tracking spending.
A solid financial plan creates freedom and peace of mind for the new year.
Step 7. Developing new skills. Developing skills helps you grow personally and professionally. It opens new opportunities and builds confidence.
Exactly. Skills could be anything from learning a new language, improving communication, mastering a software program, or even creative hobbies like painting or writing.
The first step is to identify which skills will help you reach your goals.
For example, if your goal is a promotion at work, maybe improving leadership or project management skills is important.
Or if your goal is to travel, learning the basics of a foreign language could make your experience better.
Once you know what skills to develop, look for resources.
These could be online courses, books, podcasts, workshops, or even mentors.
The internet has made skill learning much more accessible and often affordable.
Another tip is to set realistic expectations. Learning takes time, and it's okay to progress step by step.
Practice is key. Skills improve with regular, focused practice.
It helps to schedule specific times to practice your new skills, just like any other action step.
Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process.
Celebrate small wins as you improve, even if progress feels slow.
Sometimes learning with others can boost motivation.
That's true. Study groups, language partners, or class communities provide support and feedback.
Another important skill to develop is communication. It's useful in almost every area of life.
Good communication helps you express ideas clearly, build relationships, and solve problems.
Self-learning skills are important too, knowing how to find information and teach yourself new things.
Remember, developing skills is a lifelong journey. Every small step adds up.
So, to summarize, developing skills means choosing relevant ones, finding resources, practicing regularly, and staying patient.
Step 8. Strengthening relationships. Relationships, whether with family, friends, or coworkers, play a huge role in our happiness and success.
Absolutely. Strong, positive connections give us support, encouragement, and joy.
So, how can we strengthen relationships as part of our New Year plan?
First, it starts with quality time. Spending meaningful moments with loved ones helps deepen bonds.
It's not about quantity, but the quality of time, really being present and attentive.
That's right. Put away distractions like phones and listen actively.
Communication is another key. Open, honest, and kind conversations build trust.
Sometimes that means expressing appreciation or saying thank you more often.
And other times it means being honest about your feelings, even if it's hard.
Setting healthy boundaries is important too. Respecting your needs and others' needs keeps relationships balanced.
Conflict happens, but learning to handle it respectfully can actually strengthen relationships.
Forgiveness is powerful. Holding on to grudges drains energy and harms connections.
Another way to strengthen relationships is by supporting others' goals and dreams.
When you encourage and celebrate others, it builds mutual respect and goodwill.
Also, expanding your social circle can be beneficial. Meeting new people opens new perspectives.
Volunteering, joining clubs, or attending events are good ways to build new connections.
Remember, relationships take effort and time, just like any other goal.
So, to summarize, strengthening relationships means spending quality time, communicating well, setting boundaries, handling conflict kindly, forgiving, supporting others, and growing your social network.
Step 9. Tracking progress regularly. Tracking progress means checking how far you've come with your goals and plans.
Without tracking, it's easy to lose direction or motivation because you can't see your achievements.
Regular reviews help you celebrate small wins and notice where you might need to adjust your plan.
One good method is setting weekly or monthly check-ins to review your progress.
You can ask yourself questions like, did I complete my action steps? What worked well? What challenges did I face?
It's also helpful to keep a journal, checklist, or use apps designed for goal tracking.
Seeing your progress visually, like with charts or check marks, can be very motivating.
Another benefit of tracking is spotting patterns. Maybe certain times of day or week are more productive for you.
That insight helps you plan better and stay consistent.
If you find you're off track, tracking lets you make changes early instead of waiting until it's too late.
Flexibility is important. Sometimes goals need adjustment because life changes.
Tracking progress also builds accountability. When you review your goals, you remind yourself of your commitment.
You can also share your progress with a friend, mentor, or group for extra motivation.
Celebrating progress, no matter how small, keeps your energy up.
Step 10. Staying positive and flexible. Staying positive means keeping a hopeful and motivated mindset, even when things don't go exactly as planned.
And flexibility means being willing to adjust your goals and plans when life throws unexpected changes your way.
It's natural to face obstacles or setbacks. What matters is how you respond to them.
A positive mindset helps you see challenges as opportunities to learn instead of reasons to give up.
Flexibility allows you to change your approach without feeling like you failed.
For example, if you plan to exercise every morning but your schedule changes, maybe you switch to evenings or shorter sessions.
That's a great example. Being flexible keeps your plan realistic and sustainable.
Another tip is practicing self-compassion. Don't be too hard on yourself when things don't go perfectly.
Everyone makes mistakes or misses days. What's important is to keep going.
Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who support and encourage you, also helps maintain motivation.
And don't forget to celebrate progress no matter how small. It boosts your confidence.
Staying positive and flexible creates resilience, the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward.
So, to summarize, a positive mindset and flexibility help you handle setbacks, adjust plans, and stay motivated throughout the year.
These qualities turn challenges into growth and help you make the most of your New Year plan.
And remember, tracking is not about perfection, it's about learning and growing.
So, to sum up, tracking progress regularly means reviewing your actions, celebrating wins, adjusting plans, and staying motivated.
That's all for today's episode of Your Best Year Ahead.
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you found this step helpful for your New Year planning.
Remember, big changes start with small, consistent actions.
Be sure to join us next time as we dive into the next step on your path to success.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends.
And don't forget to leave a review. It really helps us reach more listeners.
Until next time, stay motivated and keep moving forward.
Happy New Year, everyone!